Ow.
Hi, and welcome back to the Cat and
Anna show.
We're not hyper. Which
If
way are you pointing? No.
If I point that way, then I point at you, or
No.
So I have to point that way?
Yeah, isn't that what it looks like on your screen?
No, it looks like I'm pointing outwards.
Okay, then for the people listening, Anna is pointing at me in the Zoom, but she can't figure out which direction I'm at. So she's pointing right and left, and perhaps she needs. Are you okay, Anna? Do you need glasses or your fingers stuck?
Yeah.
Speaking of fingers, I have something I want to share with you.
Oh, tell me.
No, don't go there. Don't go there.
Well, okay. No, I won't. Tell me.
You want to know? Okay. You are a hypnotherapist.
Yes.
And so am I.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a friend in Denmark, a guy friend, who is also a hypnotherapist, but he also does stage hypnosis.
Stage hypnosis?
You know, the thing where people get pointed out in an audience and they get up on a stage and he hypnotizes them. And they have to do stuff that they normally wouldn't do. Yeah, and I love that. And I'm going to practice that.
Who doesn't?
Try it out.
What? Okay.
I think I like the seriousness in hypnotherapy when we do sessions one-on-one or in group sessions.
Exactly.
But I love the fact that we can have fun.
So
this guy, his name is Kjeld. He Kjeld, K-E-L-D, Kjeld.
Oh, so we would say killed.
Yeah, no, please don't. Okay, but he has posted a few videos on his Facebook, and they are hilarious. He has a girlfriend who lets him try hypnosis on her once in a while. Yeah. She has given him permission to do it. So you only do it when allowed to, and it's not going to happen if you're not accepting it and wanting it. So there's nothing to be afraid of. Anna isn't going out there looking at people and then the rest.
Click my finger.
Not going to happen. You have to want it. Yeah. But he posted a few videos, and one was where this lady, she couldn't remember the number 5.
Oh, that is bad.
So, you know, most of us have 5 fingers, right? On each hand.
Yeah.
So he told her to count her fingers. And he started out by saying, how many fingers do we have? Well, we have 5. Okay, then count your fingers for me, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6.
No.
And then she looked at the hand and she knew that's not right. I have 5 fingers. How can it be 6? And she did it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Okay, he said, try the other hand. And she did the same thing with the other hand. And still confused because, okay, he said, well, try to count all your fingers. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. How's that possible? If I have 6 here and 6 here, it should be 12.
Yeah.
But now I have 11 and I usually have 10 fingers. So she was totally confused, and I was just like, that's so funny. And he did another one also with fingers. I can't remember what that was about right now. And then the funny thing is, when she's finished, right before he snaps his fingers and takes her out of hypnosis, he says something like, you can remember everything we talked about before brought into hypnosis, and you can remember everything during hypnosis. And he snaps his fingers, and she just cracks up. Like, 11? How's that possible?
Yeah.
And you can tell by her expression that during hypnosis, she's like, something's wrong. Something's not like it's supposed to.
Yeah.
But she believes it still. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4, 6. And not like I'm doing it. It's just,
No.
the other one. She can't remember what her one of her fingers is called. So he wants her to tell what all the fingers, the thumb.
Yeah, the
and
names
yeah.
of the fingers. Yeah.
Yeah. And she can't remember one of them. And now I've got a hair in my eye, sorry. And let's say it's the thumb. And she looks at it and she's like, well, it's just a finger. And he says, well, it has a name, right? I don't know what it is. Well, it must have a name. Yeah. If it had a name, what would it be? And she says, well, something with finger, I guess. And he says to her, well, it's the Hans Henrik finger. No, she said, that's not possible. Yes, it's the Hans Henrik finger. Just name the finger again. And she does. And then she looks at it, knowing that's not right. But that's the Hans Henrik finger. What the hell? So you can have fun with hypnosis. And a lot of people know that. But unfortunately, I believe that a lot of people think that hypnosis is scary, or that we make them do things they won't do.
Exactly.
Yeah. And in the beginning, I said that stage hypnosis is about people doing things they normally wouldn't do. But when they accept going on stage, they also accept in their mind that stuff is going to happen. And I find it funny, I find it amusing, and afterwards I will have so much fun. But if you're anxious about it and you're not really sure,
it won't work.
No, it won't work.
No.
So, yeah.
That's funny.
But that's not what we do, right?
No, we have a completely different kind of hypnosis, because in our hypnosis, you are actually aware of everything. You're aware of the cold, you're aware of what you're saying, the source of what you're saying is deeper, and it's your subconscious. So that's what you're talking with in our kind of hypnosis, right?
It is. And still, if I ask you a question in hypnosis, and you don't feel like telling me what it is,
I can definitely. No, exactly.
Or I've had one say to me, I know where I am, I know what I'm looking at, but I don't feel good about saying it out loud.
Exactly.
And that's fine.
Yeah.
As long as it brings awareness to the client.
Because that's what it basically is. You need to get awareness, you need to get understanding of why certain things are in your life, why certain beliefs are in your life, resulting in, illness,
an eating disorder or anxiety, or exactly. And that's the thing, right? Because I like sweets, and
you're a sweet tooth.
I am, but I'll eat anything. I like food. I like sweets. I like chocolate. I like anything. So, and we've talked about this before, Anna, about me wanting to work out and be fit for my holiday in June, and that didn't really work out well. But the point is, logically, I understand what I need to do. Logically, I can listen to health coaches and to fitness instructors, and I can do
have those nice apps that you can get everywhere.
Watch that I can track it, and it motivates and blah blah blah. But all of a sudden, I stop. I just don't want to. It doesn't matter. And then I began eating all of the stuff again. And that's where hypnotherapy can help. Because why is that? I want something really, really bad. And I try to again and again and again. And I'm not big and I'm not in any health risk. But still, it's an issue for me. Yeah. So if Anna were to give me a session on that, she would help me realize why I keep doing what I do.
Yeah. Why you go back to the same thing over and over again.
Exactly. And then she would help me transform it into something that I do want.
Yeah.
Which is eating healthy and work out regularly and feel good about it.
Yeah. Especially feel good about it. As long as it's positive, you have to reinforce new beliefs and new habits with positive, strong words, right? If you don't do that, your mind won't work with you. It will work against you.
Exactly, because it's a habit. And you might say that, well, can't you just make it a habit on your own? Yeah, I can. I have. But then I'm right back at some point.
Yeah.
And then I'll start over again and again and again.
Yeah.
So we can learn, and some people can learn and keep it and be consistent. But some people have issues. Some people quit smoking like that.
Yeah, exactly.
And some struggle with it.
I do think that smoking is one of the sort of worst addictions that you can have to get rid of.
Do you?
I've never had someone for quitting smoking in my clientele, but I do hear that this is one of the addictions that is hard to break.
You know what? I've heard both sides.
Yeah,
I've heard both that it's the most easy thing to get rid of, and then I've heard what you're saying. So maybe it's just
a bit of both.
A bit of, or maybe it's just who are you having the session with? Maybe it's just the person, and it's not like you can say it in general, like anxiety in general or fertility in general. Oh, I would love to help someone
with fertility.
Yeah. I saw something. We have this forum on Facebook for all of us. Marissa Peer, hypnotherapist and rapid transformational therapist, and I saw someone who posted a picture of a little baby who were born because her mother had a session with this colleague of ours, and she got pregnant after one session, and
That's
she couldn't before.
Amazing.
Yeah, I would love to help someone with that.
Yeah, but you see how strong our mind is. It's not for nothing that they say that your mind is the most powerful tool that you have.
Exactly. Now you help me remember something I said to you after we recorded last time.
Yeah.
My son did something with his foot last week, a couple of weeks ago. I can't remember how long ago it is. So that he sprained a seam or something in his foot.
His ankle or foot, yeah.
Yeah, from the ankle down to the foot. You know, where it's connected, like the hand is doing this, the foot is also, and then it's just snapped. It was he heard a big click sound, and he had it in wrapped in
like
the
bandage
thing you wrap it exactly, and were on crutches and couldn't stand on it. And after a few days, 4 days, I think, he still couldn't stand on it, and it hurt like hell. We went to see our doctor, who we are transferring from because she was a total sorry.
We didn't see that.
We didn't see that. She told him that he could stand on his foot, and he said, I can't. And she kept saying, yes, you can. And he kept saying, no, I can't. And tears were running down his eyes. And that was not the right approach for me. She could have said, I know it's possible for you to stand on the foot. You won't harm it. You won't blah, blah, blah. Instead of embracing his fear.
Yeah.
Well, we went back from the doctor knowing that it was okay to stand on a foot, but he still couldn't. Then his school were to perform a play, and he had a role in that play. And it was his first time having a role where he were having lines to say.
Oh.
And an hour. No, then the next day we went to school and I went with him, and he was with his crutches and couldn't do anything. And I was out in the hallway helping him to go to the toilet if he needed to do that and everything, because he couldn't do anything. And then they talked about giving the role to someone else.
Ooh,
because they had to
nice.
perform it. This was Tuesday. This was, Tuesday. And they had to show it first time Thursday and then Friday.
Oh.
And on the way home, he was really sad. And he was angry. And he went into his room and I was not allowed to talk to him. And then 1 hour later, he came out walking on his foot.
No.
Yes, it hurt like hell, but he walked on his foot. Because he was going to be a part in that play.
Wow.
Yeah, kind of, right?
Yeah.
So that just shows that he had a belief that I can't. Again, it hurts. I'm afraid to. And then he wanted something more than the fear of walking on his foot.
Yeah.
So he just did it.
So that's basically it. Né?
Mm.
If there is a want that is bigger than what you have, then you can do basically anything.
Exactly. And you don't always need hypnotherapy to do that.
No.
He might have benefited from it if he still couldn't walk on it, or didn't dare to walk on it for more days or weeks or so. Then it would have helped.
Yeah.
Can't talk today, sorry. But he, I'm just burping and Sorry.
Should we do a short session
on burping? I think it has something to do with what I'm drinking. So it's sparkling. So I think that's the reason. Not a good idea. Note it next time. That won't happen.
Yeah. Just
so if I'm burping next time, that's not because of the water I'm drinking. It's just because I'm just being rude. So
okay. Okay. Now we can blame the water.
Yeah. Let's do that, right?
Yeah.
You'll never know. And next time I forgot about it. Okay, never mind. Back to the story.
Your son. Yeah.
Yeah, but that was just basically it, because you said that the belief we have.
Yeah.
And that's totally it. I believe that I can eat healthy and work out for a while. And then I always, you heard me just before.
Yeah.
Then
I always go back.
Yeah. And what is it about the mind, Anna?
It goes back to the familiar. It doesn't like the unfamiliar. So
and what I tell it believes.
Yeah.
So if I say I'll always go back to eating unhealthy,
then for sure you are always going back. Yeah. You want that? There you go.
You want that chocolate out in the dresser.
Yeah.
Dresser, no, out in the kitchen somewhere. Not in the dresser. Don't have chocolate in my dresser.
No. Out of the cupboard in the kitchen.
Yeah. But also the thing about if you want to be pregnant.
Yeah.
I had difficulty becoming pregnant, not with, that's personal, but I wanted at an early age to have children. I was 19, I wanted children. But I couldn't. And everywhere, everywhere. I saw pregnant women. I saw strollers. I saw young babies or toddlers or everywhere. Or if you want a boyfriend or girlfriend, you see couples everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
if you want like a specific car, all of a sudden you see the car everywhere.
Everywhere. Yeah, you do. But how does that relate to the mind believing everything we say?
Well,
Kat,
because
you were off track.
no, because the mind is searching
Right.
for what you want basically.
Exactly. That's the thing.
So it's searching for proof that there are more people around that can also be, or young women around that can also be pregnant and that have children, and that having children is fun or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, and when you, let's say you have to do an assignment for work or school or something, and there's a difficult task and you don't know how to, and you sit and you look at it and you start talking to yourself. And yes, people do that, but mostly in their mind. And tell yourself, why am I so stupid? Why can't I see? What is the mind hearing? I can't see.
Yeah,
I am stupid.
I'm stupid. Yeah.
Instead of telling it, okay, what is it I need to see to solve this problem? What is it I
Need to do?
Or I'll just take a little time, then it will appear, or try it out. It might sound
a bit like woo-woo, but it's still, it's not, right?
That was the word I was, but it's really true. And
for that you don't even need hypnotherapy, yeah?
No.
Or hypnosis.
You don't. You need awareness, but sometimes awareness isn't enough. Sometimes you need to go deeper, and your subconscious have to help you.
Yeah.
Because something, I had a client, and I am allowed to say this. She is a colleague, and I did a session on her. And she was a bit like me with the weight thing, but she had been big, and she has dropped a lot of weight, and she needed the last 5 kilos or so. And she dropped it and gained it, and dropped it and gained it. And we did a session. And logically, we know why we gain weight, and we know why we drop it again. So it's not that we don't understand. It's not that we don't know. It's not that we're not aware. But what she found out was, and I say she found out, we only the guide. We just guide you and help you.
Yeah.
She found out that when she was about 2, her mom got ill. So she wanted to, and she had an older sister. She wanted to be big like her older sister, so that the older sister weren't in charge of her, because her mom couldn't do anything. And she wanted to be little so that her mom would take care of her again.
Yeah.
And how would we know? With our conscious mind.
We don't.
So that's what we looked at subconsciously, and that's what we cleared, and how we helped her.
Wow.
Yeah. So it could be something
but
like that.
That is true. Eh? Most of our beliefs come into our lives in the age between, what was it? Well, maybe baby until 8.
Yeah.
Because we have also had stories that from colleagues that people have problems starting and originating from the womb, when they were still in the womb of their moms.
Yeah.
Or even past lives. Huh? It does sound crazy. It does sound crazy.
I had a session with one who, it wasn't a past life session, but it ended up being one. Because in one of the regressions where I took her back, she was in the 18th century all of a sudden, and she knew, because she had been there before. And then, okay, that's just like doing a regular session. It's just take it as it comes, and then just there's a reason for that. It's not. There's also there's always a reason for where you end up.
True.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. It's really interesting.
Yeah, it is. It
Nice.
is. You know, I did with a colleague of ours, I did a purely past life session because
Mhm.
I just wanted so bad to go back and to see what past lives I've had. And
Wow.
it was amazing. I've been
Yeah.
in ancient times. I've always been connected with healing. I've always been like a healer. I could even see the blue healing light coming from my hands when I was healing someone. I've been in India, also
Okay.
very nice. I've been part of a tribe in the now Americas, which was
Wow.
all those things actually make sense because in this life, especially when I was younger, I was very, very much interested in Native American and in the culture, in the
Wow.
history, and also India. So there was, and I studied history, and my favorite topics were ancient and Middle Ages.
That's so funny. I didn't know you had a past life session.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
It's a long time. Well, it's like almost 2 years
Like a
ago, I
100 years
think.
ago. Yeah.
Yeah, in my past life.
Yeah. Wow.
So that's also possible, huh?
Yeah.
And it wasn't
Mm.
even to know um, where some struggles that I had in this life
Mm.
come from. Not it was just curiosity.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
And that
And
was,
the go on.
yeah, it was just amazing, amazing.
Yeah, but also the thing about you living your life today and having had the same, not the same interest, but having had interests about something that you
Yeah,
actually lived.
yeah.
Wow. That's crazy.
It is crazy, eh?
It really
It is
is.
very crazy.
Yeah. This lady, she were, that was a session on something. Um, and when we came back to the past life, not
Yeah.
knowing we were, but it totally related to the issues she had this
Today.
day. Yeah. So,
Wow.
yeah. So I don't know a lot about past lives, and but I've seen many people releasing traumas from past
From past
lives
lives. Yeah.
because it's still an issue in the current life.
Yeah.
And actually it, from the experience I have had and what you tell me and
Yeah.
what I've read and heard, it makes sense. It does. Also,
Nice.
if we are all energy, and
Yeah.
I believe when we die, we go somewhere else. And then
Someone in
at some
between.
point, we decide to go back and work with whatever.
Yeah.
But we are still the same spirit.
Yeah.
We may be a man or woman or non-binary or whatever it's called, but we are still the same spirit,
Yeah,
learning new
we are.
things.
Yeah, and the spirit doesn't change. The soul doesn't
Mm-mm.
change.
Exactly.
The
That's
vessel,
what I mean.
yeah, the vessel.
Yeah.
Our bodies are a vessel for
Mm-hmm.
our souls,
Yeah,
and that changed.
it
For
does.
instance,
So
when I was in the what?
no, go on. I'll tell you afterwards.
Okay. The When I was in the ancient times, I was a boy when I started
Mm.
healing, growing up to be a man, of course. But yeah, so I've been both. I've been male, but also female. Female now.
I can
I
tell
think.
totally. Yeah.
Oh no. Okay, not
Are
going to
you
go
sure?
there. Yes, not going to go there.
But you did,
Yeah,
kind of.
in my
I was
mind.
just thinking next time I would like to be fit and healthy. So when
No,
I do come back,
now this time you can be fit and healthy.
I am going to be. I am. You know what helps? Looking online to buy a bikini. Not that I have to look like them, but
No,
knowing that I absolutely don't at the moment. It's like, okay, you better pull yourself together.
yeah.
Get stuff done.
I am not going to go in a bikini or a bathing suit anytime soon. No way, Jose.
No, I am.
Good for you.
I need to
Good for
have some
you.
sun and swim. And yeah, that's a shame, Anna. That's a shame.
Yeah.
You know, I came to think of Kill again.
Oh,
I have another story. Can't remember if she's the one in that thing he did there, but it was funny. A lady had to taste milk for the first time, not knowing what it was. And he presented it like he had the what's the name of the car? We would call it a cup and carton. But
yeah, a carton box or a carton.
Card box? No, that's not.
No,
but,
no,
you know,
no.
the thing the milk is in. He presented it to her and said, "You know what? I have this new product I would like you to taste." Oh, she said, "Yeah." And he looked at it and he showed it to her, and it's something called milk. Have you heard of it? No, she hadn't. Okay. Well, would you like to try it? And she would. And he poured a bit of milk up to her, and she looked at it and she was like, "Well, try to taste it." And she took a sip. She was like, "It tastes funny." She was just tasting, and he was like, "Yeah, you think so? What's it made of?" Well, actually, it comes from cows. You know, when you pull their, again, I'm a lack of words.
Yeah,
yeah,
they're other. Yeah.
And the milk comes out, and that it goes through a process, and that's what you're drinking. And she looked like that. Is it from a cow? From the yeah. Well, it's something made in the French invented it. And she looked at the milk and she said, "Well, they also so strange in France." So she took another sip and she, I'm not sure I like it. Well, you can buy it down at the grocery store. You can? People buy this? It was just.
That's too funny. That's really too funny.
Yeah. So that's something that people might be drinking every day, and all of a sudden they don't even know what it is, and they don't actually like the taste of it. So yeah, that's funny.
Wow.
To try that.
Yeah. But seeing, well, I don't think that hypnotherapy, well, we work with hypnotherapy and hypnosis, so we know there's nothing to fear.
There's nothing.
And it's actually, we are actually being hypnotized every day, right?
Every day.
Look at the TV. Everything.
Yeah. If the TV, if you look at a good movie and you're all sucked into it, and someone comes and talks to you and you get all startled and you jump, that's because you were in a hypnotic state.
Exactly.
Are you all right there, Anna? Or if you drive your car and you drive too far, you miss the exit. Why did you do that? You drive that route every single day, every day. Okay, I have a thing with everything, and yeah. But I've tried driving over a bridge, and on the other side, a little further down, I was like, did I pass the bridge? And I looked around. Oh, yeah, I did, because I'm here now. But I can't remember. That's dangerous. That's really dangerous. But it's also a hypnotic state. My body did what it had to do. I was on autopilot. If you look into, is that also Bruce Lipton saying that? I think it is. How the body that it's something about the conscious and the unconscious, that the body goes on autopilot and the mind does. So if I'm driving and my mind is somewhere else, it's not really dangerous because I can, but I didn't feel that safe. I was like, okay, next time I'll pay attention to the bridge.
Better.
Every time. Yeah. So
Yeah.
Nothing to be afraid of.
Nothing
You
to
have
be afraid
always, you always have an option to just stop.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Huh?
Yeah, and open your eyes, and there's nothing.
Yeah.
And you can be brought into hypnosis and have a session also with your eyes open. It's fine.
Yeah, true.
But some people like to have their eyes shut so that they don't feel disturbed by their surroundings. Yeah.
So what's the conclusion? Hypnosis is actually a normal biological state of mind.
Mm-hmm.
Only now you're guided by someone to help you get to the root cause of any problems you would have.
Yeah, exactly. And actually, most clients I've had, when they are being brought out of hypnosis, sometimes people are actually asleep. So I have to just sit there and wait and let them sleep. But when they come back, and when I say come back, it's not like they've been gone, but they are so relaxed. So when they open their eyes and they are fully conscious again, but you never are actually, but as conscious as you and I at the moment, they are just, they have a feeling inside of peace and bliss and relaxation.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
Who doesn't want that?
Oh, everybody should.
Everybody should. Yeah. Once in a while. Everybody should. And if you say you don't have any issues, I don't believe you.
No,
I do.
That's me too. It's like an onion. Huh? You peel off every time you peel off a layer.
There's more. There's always more. And some things we don't need to change, and some things we feel great about. For instance, I'm a bit weird, and I'm not going to change that because
good for you. Good for
I'm
you.
weird and I like being weird. But the yo-yo weight would be great to fix. And again, as we talked about before, even if we are hypnotherapists, it doesn't mean that we are perfect or not working on ourselves every single day. We are human.
Yeah.
So
I think you owe it to yourself to work on yourself every single day.
You do. You do.
You know, not doing nothing is not moving forward, is standing still, and that's doesn't bring you anything. No. You have to move forward, and in order to move forward, you have to transform. Transformation and change is what you need to keep going, to level up.
Yeah. Yeah, and sometimes it's okay to stand still.
Oh,
the new learnings that you realize.
Well, what? Hang on. You said and sometimes it's good to stand still, and your image froze.
See, I've got a point. The universe is telling me that I'm correct.
Helping out. Yes.
Burp water.
Yeah.
Yeah, because sometimes people are too busy moving forward. Sometimes people are too slow moving forward.
Exactly.
But as we talked about last time about balance, we also need to just find the balance for us so that we don't burn out, or so that we don't stand still.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was just going to say the balance again. So we're back. We're full circle now.
Yeah. So, I had a client, also allowed to talk about this one. she wrote a testimonial, so I know I'm allowed to. I do not discuss anyone who hasn't given permission. She suffers from OCD, and she was brought back. She had a thing with checking the if everything electric were shut down before she left the house, and she took pictures, and sometimes she recorded it, and she also checked the door if it was locked, and sometimes she would have her grandmother go check if her door was locked, if she remembered. One of the scenes she was brought back to had to do with her forgetting to blow out a candle when she was a teenager. And that was not a good feeling because someone knew, and she was told that it was not that great. So she better check that everything was all right because she didn't want a fire to start. And now today she's not. She still suffers from OCD. She only had one session.
Yeah.
But that specific part we talked about, or we went back to, that's not an issue anymore. And it is 2 or 3 years ago. And I checked on her this January, and it's still, sometimes she thinks about doing it, but then she remembers something we talked about, and then she doesn't.
That's great. Yeah.
Just to see,
and that's why we do this work.
Yeah, it is
nice. See, so people, these are testimonials of why hypnosis is actually not that bad. It can actually be very, very helpful and healthy. Right?
Yeah, imagine how long she took to get out the door every day.
Yeah.
She had to be up 1 or 2 hours earlier than she really needed to, because she had to,
check every single thing.
Mm-hmm.
Gives you so much freedom, huh?
Yeah, exactly. And she doesn't call on her grandmother anymore to check the door. So that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's not to say it's a quick fix, that it only takes one session. Sometimes it takes more.
Yeah.
And you also have to do some work yourself, because as she said, sometimes she thinks about doing it, but she stops herself. She could easily say, okay, I'm going to do it. And then we would have to start over again. Yeah. Or the smoker who stopped smoking. Okay, if I just try.
Yeah.
Then
I can take one.
Yeah, and that's your responsibility. That's not the hypnotherapist's fault.
No, exactly. Exactly.
We are guiders. We are guides helping you through. So it's kind of a 50-50.
I can guide you.
You can guide me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guide you through this podcast.
Good luck.
No, we're letting this flow.
Yeah. So nothing to be afraid of.
No.
Only help ahead.
Exactly.
You say that? So you can. I did.
If you want a session with one of us, right? Just contact us.
Ed? You have to point the other way, my dear. No. Yes. Why is it that I can do it?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
If you want to reach out and connect with us on anything, it is at catnaderna
at gmail.com.
Yes.
And,
exactly.
And we will help you out. Yeah. So are we going to conclude this podcast then?
I think so.
I think so too.
Any questions? Just
anything. Ask. Comments. Send an email or.
And like, subscribe, and follow.
That's it.
Press the bell. Share. Sharing is giving. Huh?
Yes, sharing is caring.
Sharing is caring. Sharing is giving. And it sounds like I'm saying Sharon. I'm not sharing. But you know what I mean, right?
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely.
Okay, we're done, Anna. This is a lot
Okay.
of my fault.
Boo crap. Boo crap. Okay. Thank you for listening. Thank you for looking at us, viewing this video. See you next week. Bye-bye.